and hello. This is the first episode of my podcast, Surviving as an Artist. For my first episode, humingi ako talaga ng favor sa aking friend na the one and only, Honghang Flashbacks.
Sino yun? Is that my cue?
Yes.
Hello? Sino may sabing we're friends? Joke.
Grabe.
Yes, pilot episode, first guest.
So, sa'yo magbe-base lahat ng template.
Sige. Nako, paano yan? I'm setting the bar high. Baka this will be your best episode.
Parang hindi naman, pero
Thank you for having me. Loser mangaka.
so yung podcast na to, maliban sa magandang reason lang siya para mangulit ng mga kaibigan. Yung main purpose is to talk about yung journey as a creative and how you still stay as a creative. And parang ikaw yung isa sa mga matatanda akong kilala.
Huh? Matanda? How dare you, Joe?
So yeah, it makes sense na malaki yung experience mo when it comes to this type of shit. Kaya yeah, naisip ko, okay si Drew. Si Honghang Flashbacks.
Wow, thank you for having so much faith in me. Sige, dahil dyan, I won't let you down. Let's talk some stuff.
Pero medyo casual setting to, so it's okay lang naman to like...
Puta yun na Paki-blip na lang yun, post-edit.
Di namin papa-edit. Yung point na to, hindi ako mag-edit.
Well, nagkamali ka ata ng first guest.
Yes, quick introduction sa iyo.
Okay. Hello, ako si Drew. Ako ang gumawa ng Honghang Flashbacks webcomics na inyong mababasa sa kung saan-saang platform, pero mainly Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Webtoons, and print form. So, ayun, ang Honghang Flashbacks ay tungkol sa everyday relatable shenanigans ng friends, families, and workmates.
Okay. Pero, maliban doon, I feel like madami na rin, may alam na siguro na artist ka. Si Honghang Flashbacks. Sikat yan.
Wow.
Pero ano yung journey mo, like, before pagiging Honghang Flashbacks? May, ano yung like educational background? Tapos, I guess doon muna tayo sa educational background.
Okay, sige. Nag-kinder ako nung 4 years old. Kompletuhin natin. Ayun, nung kinder ako, meron ako assignment na mag-drawing daw ng bear, ng oso. And di ko pa na-discover yung yung kumbaga, yung the extent of my drawing skills. So wala akong confidence. Nagpa-drawing ako sa tatay. Sabi ko, pa-drawing ako ng bear, blah, blah. So drawing siya ng bear. Di ko nagustuhan yung dinadrawing niya. Ako na nga. As nag-drawing ako. And then, hindi maganda yung bear ko. Pero sobrang tuwang-tuwa ako dun sa bear na nagawa ko. So, sabi ko, looks like I have a knack for drawing. So, drawing ako. And then, fast forward, nag-nursing ako nung college.
Grabe ba yung skip na yan?
Nung college, nag-nursing ako because of some life circumstances. So, nag-nursing ako. Pero, despite all that, nag-ano pa rin ako na I still kept art and drawing as a hobby and as a side gig. So, after I graduated college, nursing sa CU, Makati, hindi ko rin pinractice yung nursing. So, I took the board, nag-board exam ako, pasang-awa, naging license registered nurse ako. And then, nag-apply naman ako as is a corporate employee. So medyo haywire yung yung art journey ko. Pero kailangan you have to take note na behind all this I still keep drawing. And then during my second job, nag-ipon ako, and then that's when I finally decided to take on an actual art course. So nag-CIIT ako sa QC, and I took on illustration classes. Medyo na yung tinuturo nila. Medyo, I wouldn't say basic, pero since I've had a lot of practice, I had, may buwelo na ako sa mga tinuturo nila. So, I basically just went there for the certification, the professional certification. Kasama dun sa tinake ko is web design din, kasi that time I thought that's the thing people are gonna look for when they hire you. So ayun, and then after nun, just a few months after getting the certification, I got my first art job. So ayan, na-stop muna kasi sabi nga educational background, masyado ata ako natuto.
I mean, I guess we can So, yung nangyari was you were still, pero like sa education standpoint na were you doing art like as a student, like during college, elementary, high school?
Yeah, I am the go-to art person whenever in any class. Dalawa kami actually. Pero if nagsama kami ang pangalan ng isang student is Mara. If nagsama kami sa isang classroom, she's safe. Kumbaga ako yung magiging, I will precede her when it comes to, kunyari, choice.
So you're better?
Hindi, mas madalas lang kasi ako mag-drawing. Mas madalas ako nakikita ng mga tao nag-drawing kaysa sa kanya. Pero magaling din siya. Tapos, ayun, pag may kailangan sa poster making or any art-related representation ng classroom, ako yung pinipili nila or si Mara. And then, come college, ganun din. Pag sa mga thesis, sa mga case study, sa mga, kasi sa nursing, may part ng thesis or ng case study na magdodrawing ka ng anatomy, ako rin yung in charge doon. O Drew, ikaw na bahala sa di ba, may mga group members na taga-print, taga-bookbind, taga-luto ng pancit canton. Ako yung taga-drawing ng anatomy. So, ayun. Pero still, nothing formal and nothing professional when it comes to, in terms of learning art.
Pero may na siya, like, form, let's say, kasi, parang may idea ka on what type of art style na did you prefer, or lang siya, you drew whatever naisip lang na gusto ng mga tao around you, but then
I tend to copy some media na I consume. So, like any other artist, wala akong sariling style. Like, kunyari, ang usong palabas ngayon is, hindi ko alam if alam niyo yung Reboot, medyo 3D na yun eh. It's a show about teenagers na pumapasok sa computer and then lalabanan nila yung mga virus, blah blah blah. Ayun, nung that time, nung siya yung patok, pinagaya ko ang art style niya. Nung lumabas yung Samurai X, yung art style lagi kong ginokopya si Kenshin. So, whatever I feel like I want to imitate, yun yung nagiging art style ko eh. It is only late in college when I decided to explore and try my own style, kasi napasali ako sa isang art group sa Facebook and they all had their own style. So I was like, hindi pwedeng I'm just copying other people. Kailangan may sarili din akong style. And then ayun, doon na may ginawa rin na before Hunggang Flashbacks, may webcomic na rin ako eh. Pero siya, battle manga. Kasi yun yung gustong gawin ng karamihan ng mga mga comics creators nung panahon ko at least, yung battle manga. So, ang pangalan nung title ko na yun, Jackpot. Kasi ano sila, para silang casino bouncers. So, yun yung premise. Ayun.
So, it was just, ano lang talaga, so college na mas naging interested ka na with art in general, like, parang gusto mong gawin talaga. Parang you felt yung calling mo yung medyo college ka. Kasi back then, sabi mo, parang ginagaya mo lang.
Nung high school meron na. Nung college tumindi. Like, I thought I could be that artist na... I thought, medyo conceited ako nun eh. I thought I was a genius. Yung tipong good without even trying. Pero like, I was naive. Hindi, sobrang kulelat ko in writing and in arts. So, yeah, nung college, my interest in art, hindi siya nag-peak, pero it was in one of its highest. And then nung I became an employee, bumaba siya. Kasi parang may reality check na hobby lang talaga siya. So,
pero sabi mo kanina yung nag-work ka na, doon ka bigla na-inspire.
So yeah, nung second job ko. Sa first job ko, yun yung medyo bleak pa yung yung ko sa arts. Kasi like, ang inisip ko lang, kailangan ko munang magtrabaho, yung to be a normie and maging employee. And then nung second job ko, nung medyo nakaluwag-luwag na, parang support system din ng mga tao sa paligid ko. Edi mag-aral ka, bla. Sayang, gamitin mo yung credits mo, ganyan. Or mag-crash course ka, mag-professional certification ka. Kaya, ayun. So, dahil din sa support system. Also, sorry, segue lang ako. While we're doing this podcast nga pala, everybody, nagbibiyahe kasi kami, dito kami sa kotse. And like, what the fuck? Nasaan tayo? Ano to? Ba't dito tayo pinapadaan?
Hindi, pupunta tayo bundok.
Alam mo to?
Yes, pupunta tayo bundok.
Okay. Okay. So, well, everybody heard it. Alam ni
Yes,
Gio.
I'm bringing Drew to the mountain.
Okay, sige. Isa-salvage niya ako pag di daw maganda yung interview. Anyway, ayun. So, yeah. Support system and eventually bumalik yung spark.
Wait lang. So, okay, let's talk naman sa spark na yan. Like, dito, doon ka na bigla naisip na you wanted to make something your own. Ito yung sa second job mo na, yung time na you wanted to become an artist ulit. Dito, gusto mo, parang may nakita ka bang like, art ba that made you think na, oy, pwede ko itong gayahin. I can be this person as well.
Actually, meron. Kasi nung sa second job ko, even before ako like nakatatlong attempt ako for webcomics. And basically, I just like, gusto ko lang i-focus na the art medium I keep trying to pursue is comics, not really like art in general. Kasi I have little patience when it comes to illustration. Yung magdo-drawing ako, tapos I can't see what I'm doing going anywhere. Pero kapag comics kasi, after your first panel, you'll go to the next panel, and then parang as you draw, parang the story progress din. Kaya nag-enjoy ako sa comics. And I have a lot of stories in my head na gusto ko talagang i-materialize into drawing. So, if you're going back to your question na like kung meron ba ako inspiration na parang art na gusto kong gayahin, meron. And is as cliche as it sounds. Sige, mamaya na tong cliche answer na to. Pero marami kasi akong binabasang manga time na yun. And at that time, medyo ambitious pa ako. I want to create manga.
Ito
So,
ba yung Bakuman?
di ba Bakuman? When you read Bakuman, you feel like you can do anything.
Actually, yan din yung yan din yung isa sa nag-inspire sa akin. Like, ang weird. Basta kakasimula lang din yung series.
Di ba?
Like, actual series niyan, yung manga series.
Oo.
And then, parang, I'm like, manga ka. Kaya nga loser manga ka.
At saka masaya na nga ako kahit Takagi role lang yung brains. Kahit hindi, di ba?
Actually, yung character ni Akagi, yung mas niresonate ako kasi I didn't know how to draw.
Di ba? Sabi ko, pwede na ako dito just so I can get my story out there. Pero, as I mentioned before, reality check, bukod sa,
Wala. Nag-stop siya.
No! My juicy stories!
Grabe. I hate this. Pansin ko, hindi gumagalaw yung...
Saang part?
I can't. Hindi ko na ma-backtrack. Grabe.
Pero ay sayang.
If ever may bigla nag-skip, may sinabi si Drew, and all of that part was
Hindi, kunin mo na lang yung recording dito sa dashcam. Nag-record dyan ngayon na audio.
Grabe. Okay, try to summarize na yung nangyari. Drew, to prove na, is paying attention. Na si Drew, kung flashbacks, ay na-impluensya maging artist lalo thanks to his friends. Pero yung lalo nag-impluensya sa kanya is naghanap siya ng mga like-minded people through social media. And then, yun. Paano ba yung isa? Yung earlier part was talking about him rekindling yung passion niya. And it was mostly because yung second job niya, bigla na lang daw may spark na he wanted to become a comic artist bigla. Comic artist or you just wanted to be an artist in general?
Comic artist. Pero at that time, I was desperate So, I'll take what I can get. If I can become an illustrator, pwede na rin.
Yeah, so, he wanted to be an artist, let's say. And then, nag-enroll siya sa illustrator course ba daw?
Yes, professional certification for illustrator and web page design.
Ayun. So, gawa niya yan para he's able to get work kasi ayaw niya na maging nurse.
Layo ng binaktrack mo.
Okay. Baka kasi, di ko napansin yung naginto na lang 15 minutes. I don't know how long we've been talking.
15 minutes lang yung recording?
Dapat 1 hour. Nag-stop siya yung 15 Nagtaka ako Tapos parang...
So, pahinga mo muna.
Hindi, okay lang. Gusto ko chaotic yung perception to. Para it sets up.
Grabe, sa akin lahat ng mistakes. Tapos sa next guest niya, because of technical difficulties from our last episode.
Ikaw nga yung magiging template, bro.
Ako pala
kung dito mali-mali na, the rest will be mali-mali na rin.
Ako yung guinea pig. Okay, sige.
Yung message ko nga sa'yo, template, di ba? Papasok ko sa lahat ng tao. Anyway, so, to summarize it, ito yung second job mo, pwede ba tanungin kung how long ago this was?
Yung second job ko? I applied to that job 2011. I left that job 2015. Doon sa span ng 2011-2015, I went back to art mga 2013. And then I took those classes 2014. And then I got the first artist job 2015.
Pero by then, okay, I guess we can start from how was yung journey mo as an artist from that point on. Yung how was it like? Ay, kung pwede mo i-share ko anong work to and how it felt like.
I got found by my boss sa Qatar. So nag-OFW ako as a graphic designer. So I'm a corporate graphic designer ng isang shopping mall. So ako yung tagagawa ng mga advertisement, event promotions, mga ganyan. So still, it's an artist. For a graphic artist, there's an artist in it. So nagustuhan ko pa rin yung trabaho. Pero because of the corporate setting, it kind of drains the life out of you or the joy in making art. So, umalis din ako. Pero, something very, very good came out of it. Sa second job ko, nag-aral ako. I took those crash courses and then nag-apply ako as a graphic designer sa Qatar. And then dinala ako sa Qatar. I had a corporate job. It's boring. Pero, the good thing that came out of it is doon ako nagsimulang seryosohin yung pagko-comics. And on my first title while in Qatar, that's when I created Hungang Flashbacks. Pero mostly dahil din sa then girlfriend, now wife ko na keeps telling me that I can't focus on anything. I can't finish anything. So, naghalong frustration and spite yung motivation ko nung paggawa and boredom. So, boredom, frustration, and spite. Kaya naipanganak ang Hunghang Flashbacks.
Pero,
main road na tayo.
Pero yung time na to, ano lang siya, parang brain fart lang siya or you saw something talaga in this like idea, yung let's say idea muna.
Hunghang Flashback specifically?
Yung Hunghang Flashback specifically, yung when it was like early stages niya.
Di lang siya brain fart, brain shit. Ano na siya? Nangangamoy na rotten brain idea. Wala, kasi nga, that time, I have to make something original. I'm tired of like trying to come up with a style na Frankenstein ko lang from other artists. Pero siguro meron ako isang artist na pinagtularan lang nung how they use colors. Si Andrew Peña ba yun? Basta siya, international artist. Hindi siya local. Anyway, the way he used colors is parang opposite. So, if ang skin is flesh colored, and then hair is black, and then eyes is white, minix up niya yun. So, imbis na eyes ang white, skin ang white, imbis na skin ang flesh, yung hair niya is flesh, imbis na eyeballs are white, or hair is black, yung eyes niya yung black. So, tapos nung minix niya yun, parang ang trippy ng itsura. So, yun, siguro, if there's any reference, I would say na medyo pinagtularan ko, it's that. So,
pero like, when you had yung concept ng Hunghang Flashbacks, parang did you feel na parang may mangyayari, like may plano ka with it? Parang, hindi naman sa sobrang bigger picture, kahit lang yung general sense na,
hindi.
Gagawin ko to linggo-linggo, araw-araw. Kasi sabi mo may spite so,
yeah.
How was that naman?
That time, I just wanted to post every other day. Kaya yung art style na napili ko is something undefined or walang form. Alam mo yung kapag may nakikita kang cartoon tutorial. Kunyari, how to draw SpongeBob, how to draw Bugs Bunny. Tapos tuturuan ka nila, first you draw an oval, and then you draw ganyan, ganito. And then you draw a line between ganyan, ganito. Wala akong ganun. Ang goal ko lang is to draw something quick, but not consistent. Basta quick and easy. So, nung unang attempts ko in drawing, kahit yung panels ko, hindi siya perfect square. Drawn square siya. Kaya yung sizing niya magkakaiba, yung edges niya bali-baliko, ang ganyan. Yun, wala akong goal. Ang goal ko lang is makapag-post ng something frequently, consistently.
Pero, okay, so, nandun ka na so yan yung spiteful stage.
Yeah. Yun yung spiteful stage.
And when did that spite suddenly, nawala na, naging passion na lang siya? Parang napaisip ka,
when
okay,
people,
I proved them right, I proved them wrong.
when people started reading the comics, like, passionately, hindi ang passionately, pero when people took it seriously and when they started giving shit, na sinashare na nila, nagko-comment na sila, oh shit, parang nakakaya if my art style keeps going on like this. And then nung nag-start na rin siyang manotice ng Spot, ng Summit, ng Psychom, I realized I have to make it look better and more consistent. So nung unang manuscript ko nga sa Summit, nung nag-send ako ng comics, ang una nilang comics, Drew, pwede mo bang ayusin yung panels mo? Kasi medyo magulo eh. Pwede mo ba silang gawing like fine line square, hindi yung mukhang doodle
Fine
square.
line.
So, sabi ko, sige, sorry. So, ayun, inayos ko siya. Straight na yung lines ng mga square. And naging malinis na siya. So, to answer your question, kung anong nagpaseryoso sa akin, it's the readers. Kumbaga nahiya ako sa mga readers na I should give them better quality.
Pero, I guess that's a factor na rin. Pero, but, there's like, as much lang as that will drive you eh. Di naman lagi yung readers yung drive sa'yo eh.
Well, true. Siguro, ibang factor na nag-drive din sa akin is, I want to draw them in a certain way. So, isang beses, I want to draw XX, my character. Sinusuplex niya si Beanie. Kasi that's the punchline of the panel. Kaso hindi ko siya ma-drawing ng maayos kasi yung art style ko, wala silang joints, wala silang proper, so masyadong malaki yung ulo. So it was kinda hard to draw them hugging a character from the back and then isusuplex mo. Pero ang laki ng ulo, saan mapupunta yung ulo? And if maglalanding yung ulo, bakit yung braso nila umabot sa waist and na-suplex sila, ganyan, ganito. So, napilitan din ako i-refine. So, para makapag-drawing ako ng mga poses that not exactly realistic, more like not awkward looking.
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense naman.
Yun, mga stories din na requires a certain style to draw. Ayun. Okay,
Pero,
kaya mas malinis na siya ngayon.
Pero, improve ka din eh. Change, I guess moving forward, fast forward to now, there's more characters. Better, medyo improved na yung art style and such and such. What did you think, parang para sa'yo, what made you do these changes instead of sticking to consistency until ilang years?
Siguro kasi na-reach ko na yung goal kong audience. So, there was no actual point in my original goal na mag-drawing ng mabilis and mag-drawing ng consistent. Kasi parang, okay, I have traction na. I can now spend time learning to do better. Ang kinakatakot ka lang that time is baka sobrang maging polished yung itsura ng comics or masyado ko siyang mapaganda. It will lose the thing that people loved about it. Parang, kaya ako nga nagustuhan. Kunyari, si Sarah Scribbles, di ba? Sobrang simple nung art style niya, pero hindi niya siya,
Okay, we're back. Ano yun sa Sarah Scribbles? Ano yung point mo with Sarah Scribbles and
yung,
consistency?
di ba si Sarah Scribbles, ang tagal niya nang nagko-comics. Pero yung art style niya, nire-retain niya. Kasi that's what people love when they started discovering Sarah Scribbles. Merong isang manhwa, Yumi Cell. Ano siya, sobrang iba na yung art style niya from when it began to where it is now. Like, dati parang chibi yung mga character niya. Ngayon, mga slender na yung mga character niya and sobrang correct na yung anatomy. Hindi ko sinasabing nawala yung charm niya, pero hindi siya yung art style when people start loving the comic. So, hindi ko alam kung if nagkakaroon siya ng bagong audience dito sa bago niyang art style. Maybe yes. Maybe, I don't know.
Pero with yours naman, since nagkaroon din na growth yung art style mo.
Syempre ako nag-drawing. Personally, I think it's better. I think I was able to give the characters more personality kahit na may same face syndrome sila. Tapos mukhang wala namang naririnig na feedback na iba na itsura ng home flashback, bla. May mga feedback na grabe dati ganito lang itsura nila or dati mukha pa silang kinaig ng manok, ngayon na sila, well-defined na yung lines. Dati I have thicker lines, tas yung mga extra lines ko for detailing, sobrang dami, tad-tad. Ngayon hindi na, mukha na siyang normal. Pero people still say that they like the art style, so I guess I might be doing something right. Tsaka mas satisfied din ako dito. So, everybody's happy.
Pero hindi siya, you didn't force it out naman sa'yo. You feel like it's a natural occurrence.
Yeah. It felt natural kasi I was frustrated with how it looked. I fixed it and then I was happy. So I think it's natural and needs to happen.
How about naman, since sa comic, yung growth ng comics mo to. Pero how about you as an artist? Have you feel like my God, there's a drastic change from that time na nag-apply ka for your first job as an artist to right now?
Yeah. I would say merong drastic change considering I just resigned. So, I'm finally free of that art type that is medyo more on the technical side. Graphic design, mga ganyan. And now I'm more on the paano ba? Right brain side? Right brain ba yun? Or left brain? Anyway, ando na ako sa mas passionate side ng art. So, yeah, looking back, actually dahil sa mga tanong, looking back, hindi na ako yung artist dati na nag-a-aspire lang. Ngayon, parang may mas matindi na akong drive para talagang gawin yung art na gusto ko.
Wow.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, since na-bring up mo siya, what do you mean by that?
Dati gusto ko lang maging artist. Dati, maging graphic artist, maging graphic designer, maging web designer. Anything that involves art or design, yun lang yung goal ko eh. Now I have goals that actually feels like excited akong gawin. Gusto ko na mag-drawing ng... Siguro malaking factor din kasi na you have to make a living. Kaya yun yung mga goals ko before.
Funny. It's the title of the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. And now I have the support system to finally do what I wanna do. So, ayun, I'm free from the technical art and I'm finally doing the passionate art. So, I think I would say that's drastic change.
Well, since I guess since yung transition mo is fairly new, kasi wala ka pa naman sa part na you're still able to go full time sa art mo.
Well, true.
What do you think will I guess you're making plans na eh. So what do you think yung magiging plans mo for like this upcoming next few months or something like that in terms of your art?
Create more? Kasi naka-hiatus ako for such a long time eh. Create more, restore what Tungang Flashbacks used to be. May ginagawa akong second title. Maybe finally spend time on that. Do more collaborations. Marami kasi like first time ko to gagawin sa buhay ko eh. So ang dami kong like the world is my oyster. So ang dami kong gustong gawin. Yung iba confidential eh, pero short answer, I want to do more or create more. Mga hindi ko magawa dahil I need to spend my 8 hours in sa work. So I wanna use that 8 hours of work for making art. Ilang.
That's nice. Since nasa ganun part na tayo ng topic, I guess na lang, anything you want to share since nasa part ka na you're surviving as an artist. Is there anything you want to share like sa what you're currently doing in order? Kasi like mentioned ka kanina may support system ka eh. Pwede mo ba i-share na something about that?
I got lucky. Shifting to full-time art is scary and sometimes not smart. I'm not even sure if itong gagawin ko will actually bear fruit. Pero I've always had good support system sa wife, sa family, sa friends. I just hope everybody gets that kind of support system to be able to enable you to parang go wild. Kasi tag dito. Sobrang unchained artist ko na ngayon eh. Ang dami ko nang pwedeng gawin na hindi ko magawa before because of social construct and making a living and whatnot. Ngayon sobrang sobrang unreserved, unhinged, unchained. So ayun, dami kong gustong gawin. So I hope everybody finds that kind of support in their life. And ayun, kasi ako kahit ako hindi ko alam kung pagsisisihan ko ba itong ginawa ko. Sana hindi. Pero a big part of my motivation kasi talaga is spite. That includes spite in the corporate world.
So, nag-move na yung spite mo from
medyo on a larger scale na siya. And I will do anything just to not go back to being corporate. So, yun yung driving force ko rin.
Yan yung main factor. Ayaw mo na mag-corporate thing.
If the art I'm creating now is not enough to support me to not go back to corporate, I'll do another art. I'll keep trying. Huwag mo lang ako pabalikin dun. Huwag mo lang ako pabalikin dun.
I guess if ever the time ka, pwede ako mag-follow up na. What the fuck you...
Doon kumusta ka na, kaka-apply ko lang sa trabaho. Corporate job na ako. Yung episode natin dati, that's bullshit. Hindi, I stand by what I said and hopefully.
How do you see it on your I just want to draw like eyes, like do you notice something? Have you like seen how like the shift or like how artists are becoming yung mga ganun na bagay, like may
Yeah.
ano
I think like other things, like any other things, art and comics has its prime or peak time, and it comes and goes. So I guess the prime or the peak of comics has passed. The next coming is, alam mo yun, now,
like recently passed or
hindi, it has passed a long time ago. And we have to wait for that next coming or next becoming of comics and art ulit. Siguro oversaturation or
ng comics? Oversaturation ng comics or art
ng artist or baka matanda lang ako, na-overwhelm lang ako sa dami ng artist or ng ng
mga exhibitor.
Sige. And art to consume. Dami kong kailangan i-consume na art.
I mean, I guess in general siguro kasi kahit naman mga palabas, kanta.
Yeah. Oh. And it's parang sa mabalik tayo sa Bakuman. Parang sa manga rin eh. It's rare to see a gem lately. It's rare to see something fresh that hooks you into like consuming. Ano ba yung mga recently lang na nagugustuhan kong basahin? Yung mga ano ba? Ayun, there's nothing on top of mind. I guess that says something.
Pero like I guess pero what you've noticed locally naman, like may mga artists or like paano ba? Like a shift into like what you notice as becoming popular, yung mga ganun na bagay. May mga napapansin ka ba na something na you notice is currently happening too often?
This might be more of my personal observation. Siguro mga melancholic art and mga art that yung parang feely art na full of feelings. Well, art is supposed to have supposed to be full of feelings. Pero siguro natatunnel vision lang ako kasi I'm looking for specific art. I'm looking for gag art kasi. I'm looking for light, warm-hearted art. And recently what I keep seeing is mga bleak art or mga self-deprecating art or mga And like I said, this personal observation. If you're noticing some other trend, maybe I'm not in that space.
Oo, gano'n naman talaga yun. I guess, that's why I ask. Kasi baka may napansin ka na might seem interesting to like get that perspective na rin. Kasi you just said something about na wala ka nakikita masyadong funny stuff.
Yeah, oh.
So, that means na I don't know, that's like a good perspective to see things na, parang wala na pala funny stuff.
Tsaka the political climate of our country, hindi mo mapigilang i-connect kasi yung art sa political climate ng bansa. And, the worse it gets, the worse the worse the political climate gets, the worse the messages in art get. So, ang gulo-gulo ng political climate. So, hindi niya nakikita mo. And, wala, I just miss the good old days when, every art that I see is light or it makes me chuckle, it makes me laugh, mga ganun. Yun lang.
Makes sense. Okay. Moving on.
Medyo may simple monkey brain ako eh. True laughs, period, mga ganun. I don't have the brain capacity to process deep thoughts when it comes to And I'm not saying that's a good thing. Maybe yun nga yung shortcomings ko eh. Hindi ako marunong
So I guess so to end off the discussion, well, like your journey, how you see things right now. By the way, but from your journey, you saying nagsimula sa pagdodrawing ng bear to stop from like taking up yung crash course into Illustrator. And then from switching, career jobs to now going unemployed. How do you like reflect on all of that right now? Tama na. Or what?
Well, if I picked up something from this kwentuhan, you should, kasi I've never looked at it that way eh. Like, never ko dinisect yung journey eh. So, I guess my take on that is, every now and then, do it, look back, or kasi ewan ko, parang, oh shit, nga pala, no, dati gusto ko lang maging ganito, or dati hindi ko in-expect na, like kanina, doon sa event, ang daming nagbabasa ng comics ko, ang daming nagpa-picture. So, mapapaisip ka, did my high school self ever thought anybody would ask to take a photo with me? Parang ganon. So, yeah, it makes you appreciate the journey. Makes you appreciate how far you've gone. Medyo cheesy pakinggan, pero yeah, try to look back and appreciate the distance you've traveled. Like, 5 years ago you're where 5 years ago you wished he could be. Parang ganun. Yeah. That's my take.
Yeah. Speaking of distance, nawala na kami sa bundok, sa highway.
Speaking of distance, nasa
McDonald's.
Nasa McDo na kami. So get your orders ready.
Pero yeah, ayun. I guess we can end it here. Thank you so much, Drew.
No, thank you. Thank you rin.
Sana okay yung pag-edit ko dito.
Sana walang masyadong footage yung nawala.
I feel like meron, pero baka di ko mapapansin masyado with like, it's 1 hour of us rambling eh. So, I feel like there's so much other bullshit na eh.
Actually, I tend to go off with my ramblings eh. So, baka nga 80% niyan, ako lang nagsasalita, nakakaliya.
I know, okay lang yan. Minsan lang naman marinig na ganun.
Sige, isama mo sa, nag-record ka pa ba?
May ano pa tayo.
Isama mo yung order natin.
Okay, not sponsored. By the way.
Ano sa inyo?
Paano gusto mo, Chen?
Welcome to McDonald's Make Order.
McDonald's.
Ay, isang